Hey everyone, it's AJ here, the wax painter. Today I'm going to tell you, I think it's a funny story, you may not, of how I acquired this. I don't know, could you see it? That thing. That is a Presto Electric Skillet. I have had that for 13 years, and how I know that is because I'm married for 13 years. I'm going to tell you how I got that. So, I eloped to Vegas, and when I came back, my mom said, you should really send out an announcement because people really would want to know. Okay, not a problem. So we sent out this whimsical announcement. Well, let me backtrack a little bit. We eloped in Vegas. I called my family. They were so happy, like so happy. And then my husband calls his parents, and my mother-in-law hung up the phone. So, and then I called my mom, and I'm like, Mom, like Mark's really upset. His mom hung up the phone and whatever. And she says, okay, give me the phone number. I'm gonna call. My mom is super, super proper. It's like, when I say like shut up to a sibling, my mother's like, that's impolite. You must say, please be quiet. That's the kind of mom I have. So my mom picks up the phone and calls and says to my mother-in-law, the children just called us and we're so happy. And she always calls us like her children. And of course my mother-in-law says, I'm so disappointed. And my mom says, you're just disappointed because they're not having a party. But if you have a party and invite me, I'll come. Meaning she was disappointed in who her son chose as his bride, but whatever. Anyway, I don't register anything. I'm in my mid 40s when I got married. And my mom says, no, just send out a notice. People would want to know. So we jokingly send out, hey, I went to Vegas and I came back with a new name, kind of thing like that. And my mom gave me her list of people and I sent them out. And then I called my mother-in-law and I said, the birds are chirping. My mother-in-law says, no. I'm going to send out my own list and my own announcement. To this day, I have never seen the announcement that my mother-in-law had sent out. For all I know is she probably didn't even put my name on it. Okay, so a little backtrack. 10 years prior, maybe even a little longer, I had been engaged and I had broken off my engagement. And in the planning stages, I was a younger girl and I was registered to get married, and people were buying things off my registry. People were sending me things. So I'm the last one in my family to get married. So over the years and lifetimes, my parents' friends have sent, or my parents have sent or attended weddings and bar mitzvahs and sweet 16s and you name it. And my parents are very generous, and my mom is the best gift giver ever. She will research to find you like the gift that you really want. I don't think my mom has ever had a gift returned on her. So people started sending me things. So the first engagement, what happened was I broke off the engagement. I had all the gifts. I said, Mom, what do I do? And she goes, well, I'll call everybody and tell them you need to return the gifts. Every single person, whether they sent me a check or they bought off my registry, said, you keep it. You take the credit, you buy what you want, you do what you need. Your parents have been so good to our children and our family. Please, don't worry about it. I was like, that is such I don't even have words of how that is such a compliment to my parents. I get teary-eyed because that is just, most people, you would return it and credit to their account or whatever it would be. And they were all just like, don't worry, like, use it, you'll find somebody else. But it was more about like my parents. Okay, so now here I elope, and a lot of people who had sent me gifts, like they sent me checks and I didn't ask for it. And my cousins and stuff, everybody sent me something. And, you know, gift cards, usually they were gift cards, but I didn't want anything. And I called them like, no. And they're like, no, please, don't worry about it. Right? Okay. So my mother says, are you going to register? I said, no, we eloped and we already had a home. And at 46, when I got married, it wasn't like, I wasn't asking for gifts. You know, if we wanted to have gifts, we would have had a wedding and a reception, but we didn't. Elopement is very different. And I really don't know any of my husband's family. I'm not close with them. So I just said, no, we eloped. We don't want any gifts. You know, make a donation to charity in our name or something like that. Anyway, gifts start showing up at the house. We have no idea what the announcement says from my mother-in-law. And I said to my husband, so another side note, my husband and his family are the worst gift givers ever. Ever, ever, ever. The only piece of jewelry that I have that I wear that my husband has purchased for me is my wedding ring. We don't have the same taste, nothing. Like my in-laws would buy me gifts for the holiday. My mother-in-law one time bought me a 3X or a 2X sweater from Macy's. I'm not even plus size, I'm a size 10. And she thought that that was my size. So just, you know, okay. You think I'm a 2X and I'm a size 10. Okay, no problem. Like, it was her subtle way of, like, are you calling me fat? And even if I was a 2X, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, it's like, really, lady? Anyway, no problem. So we get these gifts and they would be like one serving spoon wrapped in bubble wrap in a manila envelope. Congratulations. And I say to my husband, I think that your parents' friends are getting even at them for being such horrible gift givers. I mean, who sends like one serving fork that's a no-name brand with no box, no label, no nothing, right? It was bizarre. I have a box at home of things, of just odds and ends. It's like, what did they open up the drawer, the drawer at home and go, oh, here's a serving spoon I haven't used. Let's send it to them as a wedding gift. It was wackadoo. Anyway, a box shows up from Macy's and this is in it. At the time, I was a Federated executive, which owns Macy's and Bloomingdale's. And I thought it was really odd. And it says on it, who's it from? And it says, congratulations, hope you enjoy many like home cooked meals in this, something like that. But the return address, there is no return address. So I asked my husband, like, who are these people? He goes, I don't know who they are. And it's like Mr. and Mrs. Stephen, and we can't read the last name. It's a handwritten note, and the return label is the store. So I said, all right, let's figure this out. I said, call your parents and ask them, like, did they send it out? So we call his parents and we don't know the name. So we assume that she sent something to a female friend of hers that probably didn't know got remarried. That's what we're assuming. So I call up the store. It was the Paramus, New Jersey store. I called them up. I asked them to trace the transaction. It was a cash transaction. The clerk in the store, the salesperson in the store, when they wrote up the transaction, they put the store as the return address. Well, I don't have a return address now. So it says Mr. Nifty, and I'm searching, like Googling, and I can't find anything. So my husband goes, what are you going to do with this gift? Now, as soon as it opened up, it was like, oh, I can make encaustic medium. I can use this for my wax. But I didn't want to tell my newlywed husband that I wasn't planning on cooking. I'm not planning. Who cooks? I don't cook. I never cooked a meal for him before I got married. Why am I going to start now? So this Presto Electric Skillet has been the best wedding gift ever in my whole life. It is the most used kitchen appliance that I've ever had. So Mr. and Mrs. Stephen C. from Paramus, New Jersey, whoever you are, thank you so much. I am so enjoying the wedding gift that you sent me. And that's how I got it. They still make it today. I'll put the link below if you want to purchase it. I make when I do make medium, I make my medium in there, and that's also where I keep my large vat of encaustic medium to prep my boards, or like what you call the clear medium is always in that. It has never failed me. It is an excellent, and it's not that expensive. I believe you can get them at Kohl's. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'll put the link below, but it's an extremely affordable item. It is worthwhile. It is better than a crock pot to have in your studio for your encaustic medium. So I thought this was a funny story. Anyway, that's it. So remember to keep on waxing on.